Well, my friends, here's a clip from Fox News. Military helicopter crashes in upstate New York. It's not clear whether there were fatalities or injuries. Although someone on Twitter who initially posted this said there were 3 dead. Just happened. Today. A little while ago. 7:57 p.m. It's 9:22 p.m. You may recall a few months ago I came out and said, hey, I was talking to a woo-woo dude. He said something about a helicopter crash. And I said to him, oh, like someone important on board, dies? He goes, no, it's not so much about any particular person on board. He goes, there's just spirit showing me there's some kind of helicopter crash that happens. Helicopter goes down. And when that happens, that signifies like a rapid escalation and just stuff. So you remember a few months back, after I already told you about that, there was a helicopter, a Navy, I believe, helicopter that's part of the Air Force One or the Marine One. It was Marine One, whatever you want to call it, security patrol with it. And it had been shot at, they said. And it had to make an emergency landing. And I don't remember if a pilot was injured or whatever, but something had happened. They had to land it in an emergency. So it went down quickly, but it didn't blow up. It didn't crash. So I said, I wonder if this is it. He goes, it did go down. He goes, but, it's not a crash. So I'm like, well, sure as hell was pretty interesting because they said it was shot at on American soil. That's not a small thing to happen to a helicopter here, especially a military helicopter. Who the hell would be shooting at it from our own soil? So I thought, man, that's pretty significant. That's why I did the video and said, oh, man, I wonder if this is it. But this one is also a military aircraft, helicopter, that has gone down in flames, blew up. Fire. They've got pictures and things on Twitter I've seen. The initial person that showed it. So, I just sent it to him, and he said, yeah, that could be it. And he said, yep, as a matter of fact, I think those two events we're waiting on for this timeline that we don't dare say yet, he goes, I think that just started it. Like, get ready, it's coming very soon. And it does involve Hunter Biden. His name will be in the news again. Blank, 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 blank. Hunter Biden, blank, 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 blank. And apparently, not too long after that, Joe Biden, blank, 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 blank. I don't know how soon after that, but soon enough. And I just need to keep it quiet for now. It can't be something public. Don't want to change any important timelines. So the fact that Cliff High, oh my gosh, the next few days leading up to the 28th, 29th, 27th, 28th, 29th, big temporal marker thing, emotional peak, oh my gosh. And it's not even on the 20th, which we saw what happened. Oh my God, Joe Biden's inaugurated. No, that's small. According to what Cliff High is seeing for later this month. So from now, the next 10 days to the 31st, to the end of the month, next 10 days, just might go freaking critical mass. That helicopter went down today. And Woo Dude believes, start the timeline now. About the Joe Biden, Hunter Biden thing. Think we can go ahead and start the timeline. Let's see what happens here soon. So, I saw his reply back to my text. So I said, I think it's time for a video. And we may be in for some serious stuff going on here over the next several days. Because that helicopter crash was what Cliff High would call a temporal marker, but in Woo Woo Dude's world. And he'd asked me at that time, what are those things that Cliff High and his bot thing, like when that happens, it like signifies other things? I said, oh, that's what he calls a temporal marker. Meaning, it's not so much the event itself that's a big deal. It just means when that happens, the big deal event's coming. He goes, yes, that's what I'm talking about. When this helicopter thing, whatever this is, Spirit showed me helicopter crash. Helicopter going down. When that happens, that's a temporal marker. I'm like, well, who's on board? He goes, it doesn't matter who's on board. It's not even that. It's just there's going to be some helicopter crash that's the start of this. And that leads to bigger event or events that are the more important things we're going to be focused on, not the helicopter crash. Again, treat that as a temporal marker. And you mean to tell me that just happened today on Joe Biden's inauguration day? Well, I think things are about to get real interesting. And maybe not in a good way, but hey, it is what it is. We would call this thing to look out for, and I've been waiting. Again, I thought it might have been that other one. It went down for an emergency landing. Did not blow up, did not crash. And that's why it's like, well, didn't quite fit what you said, but it's an important aircraft. Matter of fact, it's one of the ones that's around Marine One when President's on board. Like their little safety patrol, whatever you want to call it. Security patrol. And that was, again, a pretty important helicopter. Didn't crash, though. Didn't go down in flames. But this one did, and it's also a military aircraft. That, my friends, I believe is the temporal marker, and so does he. Temporal marker specifically what? Well, the Joe Biden, Hunter Biden timeline and some other things. But just sit back and watch is all I can tell you right now. Take care.